As World War II raged, many Americans began to doubt their values of loyalty, honor, and character. Bogart's mysterious persona struck a deep chord with their introspection. American stage and screen actor Humphrey Bogart was one of Hollywood, California's most resilient stars, and a performer of considerable skill, subtlety, and individuality throughout the 20th century. He emerged as an emblem of rugged masculinity, embodying both the virtues of a hero and the allure of a robe. In addition to his acting talent, Bogart's personal life was enthralling, as seen by his renowned union with co-star Lauren Bacall. The public's imagination, Ball's alluring wit, perfectly complemented Bogart's cynicism, consistently bringing forth his romantic and heroic nature. Born on a chilly December 25, 1899, in the bustling metropole of New York City, Humphrey DeForest Bogart hailed from a well-to-do family. The primary breadwinner in the household was his mother, a renowned commercial artist, while his father, a skilled surgeon, contributed to their prosperity. Alongside two younger sisters, they divided their time between an opulent residence in New York's esteemed Upper West Side and a splendid summer estate nestled by the tranquil Cananda Lake in upstate New York. Young Bogart received an excellent education at Trinity School, situated in the heart of New York City, before venturing to Phillips Academy in Andover, Massachusetts. The weight of expectation bore heavily upon him as he was anticipated to follow in his father's footsteps and pursue a medical career. The circumstances surrounding his departure from Phillips Academy remain shrouded in uncertainty, as rumors persist of either expulsion or his father's decision to withdraw him due to inadequate effort. Nevertheless, one thing is clear: Bogart did not graduate, and in the year 1918 he made a resolute choice to enlist in the ranks of the United States Navy following his honorable discharge from the Navy. Bogart's affinity for the sea remained steadfast. He joined in the Naval Reserve, allowing him to maintain a connection to his beloved maritime world. However, his professional endeavors led him down different paths initially. After trying his hand at various occupations, including working for an importer and as a bond salesman, fate intervened when he entered the realm of World Films, a company owned by his family friend William S. Brady. Despite his initial struggles in behind-the-scenes roles, Bogart became enamored with the allure of the AC in profession and began to make regular appearances on stage. During this time, he predominantly played minor, romantic, secondary characters, savoring the taste of the spotlight. Bogart's marriage journey paralleled his burgeoning acting career. In 1926, he married famous actress Helen Menon, but their union was incompatible, and they divorced a year later. His second marriage came in 1928 when he married fellow actress Mary Phillips. The two even shared the stage for a while, showcasing their talents together. But when the stock market crashed in 1929, stage play production drastically decreased, and Bogart found himself at the center of a wave of aspiring actors who moved westward to Hollywood in search of work options. When Bogart arrived in Hollywood, he found himself in the midst of the talkie era, when actors with distinct enunciation were highly sought after he signed a contract with the Fox Corporation. But his first foray into filmmaking, Bogart chose to stay in New York, where she still had work waiting for her, fell short of success, resulting in the termination of his contract. Other ventures with different production companies also proved disappointing. In 1934, Bogart made the pivotal decision to return to New York, where Mary continued to flourish as an actress. It proved to be a fortuitous move, as he soon found himself offered an opportunity to audition for a ground-unbreaking role in the stage play the petrified forest, the character he tested for was none other than Duke Man, an escaped killer, marking a turning point in Bogart's career. When the play was adapted into a film in 1936, Howard once again advocated for Bogart to portray Duke Man. The movie proved to be a resounding success, ultimately leading to a coveted contract with Warner Brothers. At last, Bogart had firmly established himself as a bona fide Hollywood actor. However, amidst this newfound stardom, Bogart's personal life faced trials, despite his soaring career. His second wife, Mary, staunchly refused to abandon her theatrical roots in New York. The strain of a divided marriage proved insurmountable, leading to their divorce. In 1937, the following year, Bogart entered into his third marriage, this time with Mayo Methat, an actress known for her fiery personality and fondness for alcohol. Both Bogart and Methat developed reputations as fiery individuals, earning them the moniker of the Battling Bogarts. Although Bogart was prolific in his early film career, appearing in over 30 movies in 4 years, starting from 1936, he often found himself trapped in disappointing B pictures. He sensed correctly that he was often handed gangster roles that top stars like Agony had turned down, while some standout films such as Dead End in 1937, Angels with Dirty Faces in 1938, and They Drive by Night in 1940 showcased his talent. It wasn't until 1941 that he encountered 2 roles that would catapult him into superstardom. In 1941, Bogart found himself in the hands of 2 influential figures who would shape his career. John Huston, who would become a prominent collaborator in Bogart's future endeavors, penned the script for High Sierra. The film, helmed by the masterer Rahul Walsh, showcased Bogart's astute portrayal of Roy Mad Dog Earl, a complex and sympathetic character. With critical acclaim and commercial triumph, the movie solidified Bogart's status as a rising star. That same year, Bogart had the opportunity to work with John Huston again, this time in Huston's directorial debut, The Maltese Falcon. In the role of the detective Sam Spade, Bogart showcased a more nuanced portrayal, infusing the character with a romantic touch alongside his customary tough guy persona. The film boasted an exceptional supporting cast, including the talents of Sidney Greenstreet and Peter Lorre, who would also join Bogart in his next memorable venture, Casablanca. The film for which he is most renowned in Casablanca, Bogart had the opportunity to shine beside the mesmerizing Ingrid Bergman, who played the mysterious club owner Rick Blaine in war-torn Casablanca. Bogart deftly explored the layers of his character, revealing a romantic side beneath the hardened exterior. The film became a huge hit, enthralling audiences and lasting as a beloved classic. Even though Bogart received the Oscar nomination for Best Actor for his outstanding performance, to the surprise of many, Paul Lukas won the award for Watch on the Rye, solidifying Bogart's position as a top box office attraction and making him the highest-paid actor in Hollywood. Over the next 10 years, Bogart graced the silver screen with a number of exceptional films that demonstrated his extraordinary acting abilities. It was during the 1944 filming of To Have and Have Not that he met a young, aspiring actress, Lauren Bacall, who had begun her career as a model. Their chemistry on-screen and real-life fireworks, Bogart's troubled marriage to Mayo method, marked by Meat's jealous outbursts on set, finally came to an end in May 1945, allowing him to embark on a joyous union with Ball just 11 days later. The marriage to Ball proved to be Bogart's first truly blissful partnership, and together they cultivated a content. Family life. They welcomed their son Stephen in 1949, and their daughter Leslie Howard in 1952, named in honor of the actor who had played a pivotal role in Bogart's career, but tragically lost his life in an air crash during World War II. Bogart continued his streak of successes with To Have and Have Not, and Warner Brothers offered him a remarkably generous contract worth $1 million per year. He went on to collaborate with Ball in 3 more films, including The Big Sleep in 1946 and Key Largo in 1948. Additionally, in 1948, Bogart teamed up with John Huston for The Treasure of the Sierra Madre. His portrayal of the morally flawed prospector Fred C. Doss stood out as one of his most remarkable performances, yet he surpassed even that with his masterly acting in A Lonely Place in 1950, where he skillfully portrayed a character consumed by anger and self-loathing. Notably, the film was produced by Bogart's own production company, Santana Productions, named after his cherished private yacht. In 1951, Bogart delivered yet another outstanding performance in The African Queen, a role that earned him the prestigious Academy Award for Best Actor, starring alongside Catherine Hahn and under the direction of John Huston. Bogart once again demonstrated his ability to shine under Huston's guidance. Throughout his career, Bogart continued to portray diverse character roles. He garnered acclaim as Captain Quay in The Caine Mutiny, earning his 3rd nomination for Best Actor at the Academy Awards. In The Barefoot Contessa, he played a film director, and in Billy Wilder's comedy Sabrina, he portrayed a businessman. Unfortunately, his final films, including We're No Angels, The Desperate Hour, The Left Hand of God, all in 1955, and the boxing drama The Harder They Fall, long heavy drinking and smoking had caught up with him. Tragically, he fell seriously ill with esophageal cancer, despite undergoing several unsuccessful operations. The iconic actor Humphrey Bogart died on January 14, 1957, at the age of 7, at his Hollywood home. His remains were cremated and buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park Cemetery in Glendale, California. Farewell and rest in peace, Humphrey Bogart.